Good morning, pregame crew. How are y'all doing? Hi, Night Truck, Topher, Greg, Dino, Maria, Tamazon, Train Man, Sam, Jessica, Mary, Lisa. Good morning. How are y'all? Audiovisual check, please. And if you're new to these parts, here's how we do the show. I get started a little early because I'm a little chatty Cathy and I want to talk to y'all and do a little Monday morning chit chat. And then in about 8 minutes, so when you see 6:30 down here, a.m. Mountain Time, and it's also 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time right now, and it's March 28th. Good morning. When you see it 6:30 down here, I'm going to start with the indices, commodities, cryptos, and then movers and shakers of the day. I try to drop as many technical analysis nuggets that I can. I try to help you out and go over your request at the beginning, and then I'll try to save some time for the end to go over your request. And the show is about 25 minutes long because at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, Dan will go live in our Chart Guys community, and we all jump over there and listen to him. Thanks, Chuck. My day can get started. Hey, Bash. Hey, Veronica. Jorge, I'm going to miss y'all too. Hey, Philip. Thanks. Hey, AQ. Hey, Roger. I appreciate it. Y'all ready for an exciting week? If crypto was our heads up last night that we're going to have an exciting week, then it could be a goodie because Bitcoin had a weekly equilibrium bull break. And lots of crypto names are going pretty crazy. I am currently in an oil trade. I went long oil futures and I posted the setup over in the chat room. Oil first hourly oversold in 2 weeks daily, higher low, most likely scenario. And I entered that setup. So I am long, and I'm just doing the mini contracts. I'm not doing the full oil contract. And I've scalped about 74 ticks at this point. What up, Matthew? Hi. Hey, Amira Asia. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Do y'all have any requests? Okay, BA. Looks like BA had some news this morning. Saudi Arabia airline is putting in an order for $12 to $15 billion order from what I read. Let's get all this off the chart. Yep, weekly inside bar. Let's get those levels. We're underneath the 8 EMA in a downtrend. We have to recognize that first. We're slightly up in pre-market, and we basically have a daily EQ. Does it look good on the 4-hour? Pretty clear. Probably better on the 6-hour, would tighten it up and tidy it up. Yep. Okay, so let me show you this EQ. When we say EQ in the Chart Guys community, we mean equilibrium. That's where price has this tightening action. This is actually a great setup. So we are in a weekly downtrend, but I want to just point something out here. Look how we're holding that 50 RSI. Change my pen color. We're holding that 50 RSI. That is a check mark in favor of the bulls. So we get asked all the time, how do I position myself inside an inside bar or inside an equilibrium? And it varies. Sometimes there are some obvious positioning and sometimes there isn't. We are in a weekly downtrend, so we recognize that. However, the 6-hour time frame, the trend preceding the tightening pattern is up. So typically I like to position myself inside that equilibrium to the bullish side because the preceding trend is up, and this RSI 50 gave me a nice little clue that the bulls are maintaining control. We have declining volume. Of course, we have that typically during sideways consolidation. So I would be looking to play this to the long side, possibly against Friday's low of 186.93. I love Cabo. My husband and I have been there probably 12, 13 times in the last 10 years. We love Cabo. Luna is definitely in beast mode. Yeah, hit that like button, please. Okay, Train Man Dan wants to look at NUE. Still name, right? Yep, still name. Oh, wow, that's so pretty. Let's make sure we're in blue sky. Yep, blue sky breakout. And here's that wow, that's so pretty comment. It was because of this little number. When you see this parabolic, see if I can adjust it. Look at that. When you see the Nike swoosh on a chart like this, that is super parabolic, just really, really strong. RSI doesn't matter as much in a blue sky breakout. It matters, but definitely not as much. Looks like they have a dividend on Wednesday. I would confirm that. Whoever asked Train Man Dan, I would definitely confirm that. But looks like they have a dividend, and that can artificially bring back price where people sell as soon as they are registered as a qualified investor to get that dividend and they sell. Bullish chart. Only resistances are psychological. The high of Friday, 157.69, then 158, 160, 165, and so on. And if you don't have a position in this and you want one, I would be waiting for 15-minute oversold conditions, noting that dividend is Wednesday. If in fact that is Wednesday, I would just make a note of that. Good morning, Ricky. Hey, Joe. We prefer Squid Row over Cabo Wabo. Matthew, you and your AG obsession is real, huh? Okay, so silver. Let me see what I said about silver this morning. So in our commodities channel, I did a little quick comments about commodities. It closed with a weekly inside bar as we open inside that range. Daily higher low anticipated as hourly is oversold. Conservative bulls will be waiting for a 15-minute trend change. So noting that about silver, we have a double top on the weekly, 1449 and 1447. Let me see what's Matthew's specific question. I think so. I think it's worth it. I would prefer it if it were hourly oversold. So we're not getting a lot of pre-market action on the AG, Matthew, but silver's pulling back a lot more than this. So we may get some more consolidation. You may get a buy off of even $13. So just be patient with that one, okay? You're welcome, Train Man. Good morning, Emmy. So just a reminder, I will be out Wednesday through Friday. I normally don't take time off, but there will be no pregame show. Absence makes the heart go fonder, right? So I will be on vacation Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Of course, I'm here today and will be here tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. If you're new to these parts, hello, welcome. You're at the pregame show. This is who I am, Chart Gal Lori. Give me a follow on Twitter. You can check us out at chartguys.com. And what we do is we teach technical analysis. We teach you how to fish. Now, we're throwing out fish all day, every day in the chat room. We're posting setups, we're posting entries, we're posting exits. But that is not how you truly learn how to trade, is to just follow those blindly. You learn how to trade by seeing other traders who are consistently profitable and see their entries and their setups, and then you adapt that to your own style. So I give you setups in here. I'm going to point you around and say, here's a fishing hole. Here's a fishing hole. The fish are biting over here, and you have your fishing pole. I do not own your fishing pole. You are the one pushing the buttons. So I tell you, hey, go fishing on Caterpillar. And here's this one's looking even better. And here's a hot spot to fish on a pullback on Caterpillar. You put your fishing pole there, your specific edge, and then you go fishing and see if you can catch one. You know I'll be watching the markets, duh, MG. No, Daddy Jason is not replacing me. We're just going to take a break. Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate it. Slow down. I'm not going to read that out loud. All right, y'all ready? So, again, welcome to the pregame show. I'm going to go over the indices, crypto, commodities, and movers and shakers of the day. And we're going to get ready for the trading day together. And again, we're going to talk about some hot fishing spots and where you may be able to put your fishing pole. And I'll try to drop as many nuggets as I can. So let's get started on our friend ES. So this is a 2-hour megaphone that developed on Friday, and we're still within that. So we did break Friday's high. ES did. NASDAQ did not. So NASDAQ's high is March 25th. That's 14840 from Friday, March 25th. It has not broken its high. However, we are in a 2-hour uptrend. We are in a 4-hour uptrend. So everything is looking pretty bullish. And if I just look at the Bitcoin chart and Ethereum chart, which we saw that last week. Y'all remember when we were talking about Ethereum making that weekly bull break? And was it the canary for Bitcoin? And it ended up being the canary for Bitcoin. It signaled, hey, Watch Bitcoin. It could be a laggard trade. It could break bull. Sure enough, it broke bull. So now, hey, is Bitcoin screaming at us? I'm the canary. I'm going to tell you what the market's going to do. So Apple had some bearish news this morning that is weighing slightly on NASDAQ. And I believe that that's the primary reason NASDAQ hasn't been able to break Friday's high, but ES has. So let's look at the notes. If you're interested in my chart setup, you can click on the link below in the video description to receive a PDF explanation. Here is some of my slang, Queen of the Mountain setup. That just means that's the hot fishing spot. Ninjas only, that means those trade setups are highly volatile and are more suited for consistently profitable traders, not the newer trader or the intermediate trader that's inconsistently profitable. So the Hang Seng and DAX. Hang Seng is up 1.31%. DAX, I was looking at earlier, it was just chugging along. Look at that 15 minutes holding the EMA. So we like to look at the international markets just to get an overall clue of what could happen in our market. So I would say we have two big bull checks this morning for the market. The one big bull check is the international markets are seeing a lot of green. And the other bull check, of course, is the crypto bull run last night. Yeah, it's a proposed split. Thanks for pointing that out, Tom. It hasn't been voted on with Tesla. Okay, so getting back to ES, we broke that Friday's high, and your key support now on the hourly is 4514. So you can see bulls have enough room on a pullback to get a higher low on the hourly and continue their chug higher. This little trend line does not make me enter shorts. It does not typically make me enter long, but I do watch that area and see if price pauses and reacts. And then when it reacts and confirms, and I talk to you all the time about waiting for confirmation, price pauses and confirms and bear volume picks up in this area, then I would take a trade. But price action has to confirm along with volume. We don't look and say, oh my God, I'm pregnant without taking a pregnancy test. We don't go buy maternity clothes. We don't mail out baby announcements. We don't post it on Instagram that we're pregnant if we don't have a positive pregnancy test. Same thing in trading. You don't have to jump in a trade that you think is going to happen. Wait for confirmation. You can wait for another card. It's kind of like with poker. Poker, do you go all in on just two cards or do you wait for a couple more cards to show their hand? Well, that is what confirmation is in trading, waiting for that confirmation. So we do have an hourly uptrend that's crystal clear. NASDAQ, we do have an hourly. This one is not as clear. I like to look at it on the 4 hour. And on the 4 hour, we have a clear uptrend in your key support, 14658, your key resistance, the high of Friday. Okay, talked about the Hang Seng. Now, RTY, I was looking at RTY on the 12 hour, I believe. Yeah, it has multiple inside bars. So I know you're probably thinking, why is she jumping around to all these time frames? I want to pick the time frame that gives me the most clarity as to what the most likely scenario is. And for RTY, I see these inside bars and it's clear. I make note of this potential diamond bearish reversal pattern on RTY. But again, with the market so strong, I'm not going to jump in short. I'm going to make note of it. And if price starts to confirm and break down on smaller time frames with volume, then I may enter a short based on this RTY potential diamond bearish reversal pattern. YM. The YM has a daily double top at 34841, so 841 and 835. So we came within $6 of Friday's high, and we've pulled back about 70 points now. So on the hourly, your next support is 34606, and again, we were unable to break Friday's high. So let me go make sure I'm going through my notes correctly. Talk to you about that. And Q is a little weaker because Apple has some weakness. Apple announced this morning that it's cutting back its production of iPhones due to less than anticipated demand. So Apple is a little bit red. And YM, we haven't broken that high. So, and then Bitcoin got the weekly EQ bull break, and Ethereum bulls are saying it's about time you join the party, Bitcoin. So let's look at Bitcoin on the weekly. And we do have a Trader Pro special. Let me go look that up. So Trader Pro alerts, it's our alerts that you can use. If you trade crypto, you will be very interested in this special. So we have free trial. That is the discount code for Trader Pro alerts, free trial. And if any of the mods could throw in a Trader Pro link, that would be great. So free trial for 1 month, free trial of Trader Pro alerts, and see if it's something that you could work into your trading. Does it help? Does it not? If it doesn't cost you anything to try it. All right. So on Bitcoin, we have the EQ, weekly EQ bull break. Hourly, just grinding these EMAs. Bulls are large and in charge. Support 46770. Ethereum, grinding this hourly EMAs. Bulls are in charge. Support 3306. And your next resistance on Ethereum is going to be up at 3394. And on Bitcoin, it is going to be up at 48574. 48574. I will try to get to tomorrow, Darren. I will try to get to it toward the end. I see someone within TCG message me, and I try to give y'all priority over everyone else. So I will try to get to that at the end. So Bitcoin, Ethereum are bullish. Oh, I'll do it now. Actually, that's a great time to jump since we just looked at crypto. So Mara is up a little bit more than all the other blockchain crypto related stock. So I take note of that and say, okay, do I want to jump in this when it has ran harder than all the other names? And I like Coin better. Coin, when I looked at, it's only up 3.64%. So it's a laggard to Riot and MARA. So I like Coin to the long side a little bit more. But let me go give you levels on MARA. Your pre-market high, 3202. That's a double top with 3166. And then your next resistance is up at 3492. 3492. So bulls will be looking for back burner. So here's a trade setup, Darren. If you want to trade it and you don't have a position, I'd wait until the RSI hits 30 on the 5 minute for a back burner trade on MARA. Okay, now let's go look at commodities. There's that bounce on gold that I was looking for. So on gold, the more likely scenario is a daily higher low compared to 1909. And on the hourly, we got oversold, and then here comes the bull volume. Hourly oversold is a great place to go scouting or bottom fishing for a potential daily higher low. Is look at that hourly, first hourly oversold. Nice bounce. Your new supports are 1926 and your resistance, the high of this bounce, 1946. Oil, we're getting that same scenario. We're looking for that daily higher low, and a good place to scout for that is hourly oversold, which we barely crossed earlier, in which I bought that dip. And now you have a support at 107.65. Nat gas has been a major bull in the commodity space. It broke that 5572 level on the daily. That was actually a weekly level. It broke that level, and now it's just having a cause to pause. It's nothing alarming yet. The bear volume isn't really ramping up yet. So first 15-minute oversold. So I think I set my alert. Yeah, I set my alert for first hourly oversold on that gas. I would be interested in long. Okay, oil just popped a little higher. Go oil. MG, you're the bomb. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, Apple is pulling back a little bit. I've been talking to y'all about Apple and how just the chart is beautiful. This may give us a way to get in. If you haven't been in Apple and you missed this run, this daily chart looks a little scary. Scary as in scary for the bears. But we have a stair step. This is pretty extended. We're coming straight into resistance of 17665. We got within $1.35 of that. $1.37, something like that. We got real close to it. So pausing up here makes sense, and having it news related is completely logical. But first hourly oversold. Everybody that missed this run up, look at this. Everybody that, how long has it been running over the hourly EMAs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days. So it may need a breather, and that's okay. But first hourly oversold, you saw me set the alert. I will be watching for a potential long trade on Apple. Right now, I would look to, so I'm going to give you two different setups. Let me get my little handy dandy rectangle. I would look to short bounces, and I would look to go long on hourly oversold. So hourly oversold will be around 16843. It's got a ways to go before we get there. 16843 would be the hourly oversold. So that's where I'd be looking to go long. Until then, I would be looking short on Apple if the market were to start pulling back. But if the market's strong, we pick strong setups, bullish setups. If the market's weak, we pick bearish setups. If the market's strong, we pick bullish setups. You say that at what time? At 6:40 in the morning. And I only had 1 cup of coffee this morning. All right. So on Apple, I'm looking more to the bearish side. However, hourly oversold, I will change the hat. Amazon with a potential daily bull flag. This chart is just beautiful. It is below the daily 200 MA. I make note of that, but I like, let me get my pen. I like Apple long on a pullback to the hourly EMAs. Bank of America got an upgrade this morning. It also has a daily bull flag along with XLF, a bull flag formation that's not confirmed. We are underneath the daily 50 MA. However, I like Bank of America to the long side. So I like this pullback. Give me this pullback. Possible first 5 minute oversold. Let me go set that alert. I don't take all of these trades. Most of them I just post in the room, and I may take 5-10% of these alerts. Beyond I like short. Beyond got a downgrade this morning, and any push up to the hourly EMAs, I like a short. So these prior supports 47.26. Let me go set an alert there. I'm just going to say, tell me if it gets up to $47. I doubt it. It's super weak this morning, but I would look for any bounce to short beyond. Armadillo voodoo. You want to learn armadillo voodoo? We used to say that when our opponent was shooting a foul shot. Armadillo voodoo. Only a Louisiana girl would understand that. Okay, Caterpillar. I like this setup. I love this tightening pattern. So if we look back at last week's range, so Monday, we set a large range, and we traded within that range almost all week long. We broke it by a few pennies here and there, but what a tight formation. And if I go look at John Deere, John Deere did get an upgrade this morning, but look at that chart. That chart is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if that's giving me any type of canary clue about CAT, I'm positioning myself long within this, and you see it made my 5 chart setup. These are the 5 charts I'm watching today. So it made that setup. CAT, I really like the squeeze. I like the holding of the 50 RSI. Just like this trade. Coin, I like to the long side. It is a laggard to the Bitcoin move. And we may have to wait for 5 minute oversold on that one too. Facebook has a bull flag on the daily. Let me go look. I wouldn't say that's a bull flag. It's a bull move off the bottom. It's just made a straight move up on the daily with no trend change from the low to current highs. Your next resistance is up at 235. I wouldn't say it's a bull flag, and it hasn't made a trend change yet. I wouldn't say that's worrisome for bulls, because bulls have given themselves enough room for that higher low. And the size of any of these pullbacks will give us tons of clues as to what the bulls are thinking. The size of the clues, the size of pullbacks tell us, are bull flags more likely or EQs more likely? All right, Tesla. Tesla double daily inside bar, breaking bull with that stock split news that has not been approved by the board yet. But when I looked at this an hour ago, I'm going to go look at it again right now. Okay. Tesla has traded, let's see if I can show y'all. Tesla has traded 2 million shares. That is $2 billion worth of pre-market volume so far. This is what you would call a stock in play. This name is going to be fire today as far as volatility and ninjas. They're going to have a lot of fun with this name today. Lost my chat. Where did my chat go? There it is. So Tesla, you're going to have to trade the ranges. Your next resistance is, you've got the 1070 that bulls are going to want to see break during regular trading hours, and then 111560. And then your prior resistance is like 1040.70. If that were to come into play today, that could be an area to put your fishing pole. Actually, let me get the bull flag, get the fib retrace and see where a bull flag would be. So as long as we trade above 1048, you have an hourly bull flag in progress. Kind of like sounds like CSI. We have a 10-4 in progress. Yeah, we have a bull flag in progress as long as we hold 1048 above that area. So let me make sure TCG doesn't have any more requests for me. I have time to take a few requests. AM, that's so funny. You posted that NTR. Look at this. All right. My newest first. Look at that. NTR triggered for me at 6:08 a.m. I saw this first hourly oversold. And if y'all don't know what NTR is, that's one of those fertilizer names like MOS that has been getting a huge bull run due to the Ukraine conflict because the potash is, I can't say that word. Y'all said I said it right, so I'll just keep saying it like that. Potash comes from Ukraine, like 70% of the world's supply. So fertilizer will be scant fertilizer inventory. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. So I like that hourly oversold AM. That's funny. I got the alert, but it hasn't actually touched it. That's weird. It must have touched it and then pulled back. Your support is 103.88. Healthy consolidation is totally something that the NTR bulls should be anticipating. This has been a massive move up. Look at that candle. My goodness. Dividend this week of 50 cents AM. You're going to want to verify that as well. Okay, shop. I would be a little concerned about this 4-hour formation. It could be a bear flag forming. You see how we're getting these tiny little higher highs? Tiny higher high, tiny higher high, tiny higher high, without a lot of follow through. That just gives a rising wedge / bear flag look. So as long as, if we were to bounce up to 685, that could be a short area or 69469. Now, I don't like this short. If the market's going to be bull, then I'm just going to stick to my bullish trade setups. Does that make sense? I'm not just going to go randomly short shop because I like this chart in a vacuum. I have to stay correlated to the market, but I think this is actually a prime short candidate at the moment. But don't let me scare you out of any position, Tammy. If you're in long and you've been doing great, you bought the dip Friday and you're up 15 bucks, whatever, awesome. So just stay with your plan. Nvidia. Amir Asia, you have a question mark? I don't know. Did you ask a question and I missed it? Okay, Nvidia. Let's look at it on the daily. It double topped with Thursday's high at 28358 and 28320. That's a double top. So I'm just considering this an inside bar. And again, if you're interested in my chart setup, you can click the link below in the video description and get a copy of what all these yellow candles and all these lines mean. Oh. I like this on a pullback buy, 27389 or 27271. I can give you SPY levels. Sure. We got over SPY's Friday high. Your next resistance over the pre-market high, which is 45387. 45387. Your next level is going to be up at 45788. 45788. We are above the daily 200 MA. We are above the daily 50 MA, and we're holding hourly EMAs. You can make a simple statement. It says, as long as price is closing above the hourly EMAs on SPY and or QQQ, I'm going to stay long, and it will make your life so much easier. I promise. I didn't talk about the VIX today. I did note this. I didn't want to, it's kind of janky, is we do have a potential hourly inverse head and shoulders. Of course, this formation didn't happen because we gapped up, but VIX is green. So I'm not totally discounting this. VIX is green, and this could be an hourly inverse head and shoulders. And on the daily, we hit that 38 RSI, which has been a historical bounce area. If you go back and look at VIX, it's been a historical bounce area. So that does give me a cause to pause with the market today. I love you, my Tammy. Is trading gambling? To a degree, it's definitely a speculative occupation, but you're trading probabilities. So I think a lot of people have problems with, is it gambling? Is it not gambling? I lived in a city that had casinos everywhere, and I rarely went to them. I just didn't have a big interest in it whatsoever. So I'm not interested in gambling, but trading is my absolute passion. So I would say there is some correlation, yes. Aw, Tammy, awesome. GR, are you not entertained? Hit that like button, please. Oh, I skipped DGHI. I will get back to that. Okay, so GRWG. That was not the kind of candle the bulls were hoping for. They did get a weekly trend change. I would set my alert for first hourly oversold. That's the most obvious trade setup. And you'll notice I default to a back burner trade if I don't see a clear setup on a chart that's made a huge run. Like right here, I would possibly short 979 or go long at 919 or just wait for hourly oversold. But I would say this is more of no man's land for me. This is most likely, it could end up in a daily inside bar. DGHI and then Neo for Ricky. 42. The weekly downtrend. Daily, we've just got it bounced straight off the bottom. So bulls have given themselves enough room for a daily high or low. Gapping up this, no, we're not gapping up. We're not over Friday's high of 370. If it's over 370, that would then be a gap up and you have support at 333. Bullish chart, but the bounce is straight up from the daily lower low. Bulls are going to want to see a trend change. And then finally, Neo. Man, y'all got a lot of requests. Oh, okay. That's free trial. Promo code for Trader Pro alert for 1 month free. I'm not going to be able to get to all these requests, y'all. If you're a TCG member, you can go put your request over here. And you see our TCG members, they go put their request here and they get them all answered. So we do one ticker request per person, and then we have a midday show, and then we have an afternoon show. Okay, Neo, let me look at it. We've got a gap below that can act as a magnet, something to note. Plenty of room for daily high or low. So either a dip buy to 1959 or 1935 if you get one. So I'd wait for a pullback to buy, looking for that daily high or low. The promo is 1 month free for Trader Pro. I'm sorry, Amira Asia, I'm not trying to be obscure. Yep, I went over Apple. Rewind a little bit. Apple is weak today because they had some bearish news. All right, that's it for me. I'm going to wrap it up, and I will be live tomorrow again for the pregame show. And then I'm taking Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off to go hang out with my hubby in Cabo. So just know that there will be no show Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. All right, I will see you here tomorrow. TCGers, I'll see you in the room. Use stop losses and hit that like button. Thank you.